This is Tech Training, LLC. In this presentation, we are going to cover ASTM C67 standard test methods for sampling and testing brick and structural clay tile. This standard reviews procedures for sampling and testing brick and structural clay tile. The sampling and preparation procedures used in this standard is to prepare samples for the following tests: modulus of rupture, compressive strength, absorption, saturation coefficient, effect of freezing and thawing, efflorescence, initial rate of absorption, determination of weight, size, warpage, length change, and void area. However, since Masonry certification programs only cover the field portion of this standard, we will focus on the specimen sampling and preparation procedures of ASTM C67. So, let's get started. This video does not address all of the safety concerns, rules, or regulations that may be present in the laboratory or in the field. It is the responsibility of the viewer of this presentation to follow all local, state, and federal regulations, as well as the safety policies of the construction site. For the purpose of the tests in the standard, full-size brick, tile, or solid masonry units shall be selected by the purchaser or the purchaser's authorized representative. Specimens shall be representative of the lot of units from which they are selected, and shall include specimens representative of the complete range of colors, textures, and sizes. Specimens shall be free of or brushed to remove dirt, mud, mortar, or other foreign materials associated with the manufacturer's process. Brushes used to remove foreign material shall have bristles of plastic or horsehair. Wire brushes are strictly forbidden to prepare specimens for testing. When testing brick, at least 10 individual bricks shall be selected for lots of 1 million brick or any fraction thereof when testing modulus of rupture, compressive strength, abrasion resistance, and absorption. For larger lots, 5 additional bricks shall be selected from each additional 500,000 bricks or any fraction thereof. More specimens can be selected at the discretion of the purchaser or the purchaser's authorized agent. When sampling structural clay tile, at least 5 additional tiles shall be tested for each additional 500 tons or any fraction thereof. In no case shall less than 5 tiles be taken when testing for weight determination, compressive strength, or absorption. Each specimen shall be labeled so that it is identifiable at any time. Dry the specimens in a ventilated oven at 230 plus or minus 9 degrees Fahrenheit, 110 plus or minus 5 degrees Celsius. Dry for at least 24 hours and until 2 successive weight readings at intervals of 2 hours show a change of not greater than 0.2% of the previously determined weight. After drying, samples shall be maintained in a drying room at a temperature of 75 plus or minus 15 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 plus or minus 8 degrees Celsius, with a relative humidity between 30 and 70%. Store the units free from drafts, unstacked, with separate space for each specimen. Allow the specimens to sit for at least 4 hours and until the surface temperature is within 5 degrees Fahrenheit of the drying room temperature. Do not use specimens that are obviously warm to the touch for any tests that require dry units. The specimens shall remain in the room until the time of test. Weigh 5 full-size dry specimens. Use a balance with a minimum capacity of 3,000 grams and sensitive to 0.5 grams. Report the results separately for each specimen to the nearest 0.1 grams, with the average of all specimens to the nearest 0.1 grams. The silicone coatings intended to be removed by this process are any of the various polymeric organic silicone compounds used for water-resistant coatings of brick units. Heat the brick unit at 950 plus or minus 50 degrees Fahrenheit 510 plus or minus 28 degrees Celsius, in an oxidizing atmosphere for a period of not less than 3 hours. The rate of heating and cooling shall not exceed 300 degrees Fahrenheit, 149 degrees Celsius per hour. And since there is no performance review for ASTM C67, this is going to conclude ASTM C67 sampling and testing brick and structural clay tiles. Once again here, we only covered the sampling and preparation procedures, which are the responsibilities of the masonry field testing technician.